Alright, how's it going? Welcome to Gamedev stream number 13. Today we'll hopefully make our support classes actually obtainable. So these are classes that we've worked on for the past couple streams, which are you'll be able to apply next to your main party, and they will support an individual party member, pretty much. So yeah, today hopefully we'll make them so you can obtain the classes, as well as make it so you can upgrade them to gain better boosts. Caio Breno, hi, how's it going? Right. So making them obtainable, obviously this will be done in the minigame, or the mini games that we worked on. I think I may actually need to let's see. Yeah, right now I don't have any party orbs. I may need to add back the debug code that instantly gives us a party orb, pretty much. Oops, sorry about that. There we go. So we did have some code in here, I think. Seemingly it's gone now. So we'll just need to call orb ready in our start method, and that should give us back the party orb, I think. Nope, it didn't. Right, I do also have this code, right? Set active. Start, update displays. Party orb instance, okay, claim. Oh, right. So we'll have to do something real quick here, which is party orb.instance on claimable changed plus equals update displays, right? And it has to take a boolean, of course. There. And then... No, I think that's it. In on-destroy, of course, we gotta unsubscribe to the method. But basically this will make sure we update the display every time the claimable state changes. So hopefully it should actually display it now, because the claimable state obviously changes. Yeah, there we go. And it disappeared. Whatever instance, gotta get amount larger than 0, or you can claim it. Then why? Right, we gotta add it before. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. So now we can actually unlock the minigames. And we'll be able to... There we go. So this is... hold on, let me turn up the audio here. There we go. So this is one of the minigames that we want to give the party class, or the support classes. So once you reach the goal, you get a reward. Actually, let's just find the goal. It is there. Okay. Let's grab our character. There we go. So this is where will be able to have a chance at getting a new support class. And then you'll upgrade them with EXP. I think here, under the upgrades, we'll add a separate button here for support classes. Right, so all of the drops, or like all of the rewards, are done here in this drop bundle code. Doesn't really have much code. We have this droppable abstract class that we inherit from. So we have this, we have a drop bundle which inherits from it, and we have a singular drop as well, which is this is what actually contains the actual drops. A drop bundle is just basically a list of drops or other drop bundles, pretty much. So this is the class that allows us to define what can you get from the gold chest, for example. And it just has a bunch of lists of droppable classes, meaning it can be either singular drops, so like, oh, you have a chance to get 100 XP. But it could also be other drop bundles. So we could, for example, create a drop bundle that just has all the different support classes, but it just gives you one when you get it, and it randomizes internally, pretty much. So if we just add a new type here, we call the type just support class. Then we obviously have to give it a reference to the support class, I guess. And then we just handle the give drop case. So if it's a support class, we first make sure that the support class manager is in the scene, pretty much. If it is, we'll check if support class manager instance.get level of the support class. Oh, right. If it is equal... No, wait. If it's less than 0, meaning we... Wait. If it's equal to 0, sorry about that. If it's equal to 0, then we haven't unlocked it. If it's anything above 0, then we have unlocked the support class already. So here we should probably handle some exception. Like, you got a support class that you already have. Maybe we'll give you XP instead, based on the rarity of the support class. Right. So let's see if we have all the necessary functions. We have get level. We have level up. But we don't have unlock. So here we'll check if get level of the support class is equal or less than 0. Why did that not work? Oh, it's like that, yeah. Meaning we have not unlocked it. Then we'll do support class levels of our support class save name. We'll set that to 1. Otherwise, we'll do a debug log error. Try to unlock already locked support class. Yeah. So then all we'll do in the drop is we'll just call support class manager instance dot unlock our support class. Otherwise, let's do... We won't do anything for now. We'll just keep it like this. And then, of course, we have to handle the support class in our get sprite. And this is just the function that we use when we actually display the reward. So we need a sprite, obviously. Type support class. If the support class is not equals to null, then we'll return the support class dot icon. Otherwise, we'll return null. There we go. So that should be the drop already handled, pretty much. Now let's see in our drop bundle. So here we have this, for example, the random class booster. So this is just like a drop bundle that has that gives you one random class booster. And so I use this in like our chests and whatnot. So let's make another one called random support class. So we'll create a drop here. Or I think the goblin is the first one, right? No, necromancer. And also, they have rarities, right? They don't really need that. We'll just give the rarities to the drops, pretty much. But that's for later. Okay, necromancer. Let's have this guy be, I think, either epic or legendary. Like, that's being able to revive a party class mid the fight is pretty OP. We'll do legendary for now. Amount 1, of course. Type to support class. Define our goblin. The goblin will be, I think, common. And then we do the grinder. Grinder will be maybe no, let's have him be rare. Just so we have one in between all of them. There we go. And then, of course, we gotta create a drop bundle. Random support class. And then here we have to do different rarities, basically. So we'll do let's have this be rare for now. So this is basically the chance that you get this drop bundle. And then these rarities are handled inside of this drop bundle, pretty much. So if you get it, you will get something from here. And that will be based on this internal rarity distribution, pretty much. So potential drops, we'll just drag these for you guys in. Might be rare. I don't think it needs a label, right? No, label is unnecessary, just min and max drops, which will be 1 and 1. So you get 1, no matter what. An icon, we don't need that either. I think if we just drag this in now. So where is our here blonde chest? Actually, let's make this an epic variant. And let's make a legendary variant for now. Epic, legendary, rare. Okay, great. So in our bland chest, we'll give it here, right? Rare, random, support class. And we'll go into the silver chest. We'll give it epic, random. No, wait, it's the other way around. This should be a legendary. And then in our gold chest, we'll have it be rare. There we go. Now it should drop. So for example, we have all of these are red now because the levels are 0. We haven't unlocked them. we can still actually apply them. But I just made this little visual thingy last night, so we can see the levels. Right, so let's... which minigame is the easiest to get? I think the archery one. It's the easiest to get some... Alright, 100. That should give us 4 chests. Got a class booster, but that's not what we wanted. Or no, that's the meaty bone. I think that reduces the damage you take. Yeah. Okay, so that didn't work. Maybe the night minigame is the best. We can, I guess we could cheat here. Let's see. Possible enemies. We have all of these guys. So let's make them all die. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. So now they're all dead. So now we can just reach the goal and get a ton of rewards. That's it? There's no way. Alright, let's do it again. Platformer manager. Okay, so let's actually... Where do I have the enemies? Possible enemies here. Let's set them to all to be active at once. There. Just to farm points. Alright, so that's 43. Now where's the goal? There. Come on, dude. What? Ay, it's too rare. Okay, I guess we'll do... Let's set this to common, then, for now. That way we're pretty much guaranteed to get it from the normal chest. Let's do the same thing. Possible enemies. Goodbye. Oh, a couple of them survived. There we go. What? Okay, something is wrong here. Blonde chest. Legendary. I changed the rare one. Of course. There we go. Now, finally, we should probably get it. Let's go back here. Possible enemies. Set them all to true. Kill them all. Get our character to the goal. There we go. Oh, we got 2 support classes. 3! We got them all! We got all 3. And yes. So now they are green. The yellow one means that they're assigned somewhere, pretty much. I can't really tell where the goblin is. Nowhere. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so now they all have a level. Let's see, just to make sure it's correct. Play data. Oh, they're not serialized, so I can't even see them in the inspector. But yeah, now let's see if the saving and loading works. They should still be green now. Yes, they are. Great. So that's the obtaining done with the support classes. Now we can actually get them in the game. But the problem is they only have 1 level, right? Which is kind of boring. We want to be able to upgrade these guys with XP. So let's get that going. We have the initial multipliers and the changes in multipliers here, right? So let's start with removing the rarity. We don't need that. There you go. Or do we? Because I kind of want the upgrade cost to be based on the rarity of the support class. So like all legendary support classes have the same upgrade cost and the same like increase in their upgrade costs. But then we're repeating ourselves here in the rarity thingy. What if we were to do this in our drop that inherits from droppable and that implements the rarity object interface, which does this simple get rarity function? So what if we define this as virtual, meaning we can override it? What if we do public override rarity, get rarity, and then we do if type equals type dot support class, and the support class is not null, then we return the support class dot rarity. Otherwise, we respect our own rarity, pretty much. That's one way to do it. So then all of a sudden, we actually use this rarity instead. Let's see. So we define the Necromancer as legendary, the Goblin is common, and the Grinder is rare. There. Right. So in our support class here, right? We want to define the upgrade costs on the levels, pretty much. Save name, label, icon, prefab rarity. So we have these initial multipliers, changes in multipliers. So let's also do public integer max level, which obviously just defines what's the max level that its support class can be. And then let's define a bunch of private integer arrays, I guess. Common upgrade costs. Something like this. And so here we'll just do a bunch of costs, like 100, 200, 300, 400. And these costs will obviously be in XP. We'll do a ton of them. There we go. Let's do... Wait, how many is this? Can we see it in the IDE? No. Alright, but let's keep it like this for now. We'll define all the other ones, so we'll do uncommon upgrade costs, rare upgrade costs, epic upgrade costs, and legendary upgrade costs. The legendary ones they'll be quite expensive from the get-go. I think those one will start at like they'll start at 1,000, I think. There. And then of course we have to fill in the three rarities in between. Uncommon one. Let's start at 200, maybe. Maybe this one should have a couple of ones in between the common one. I just noticed. Yeah. Something like that. And then this one will start at 150. 250, 350. 1,000. There we go. The rare ones will start at 400, I think. We'll go up 600, 800, 1,000. 1,300. No, maybe... move this evolution down even more, or like the price change even more. And from here we'll increase it by 200. So we'll do 1200, 1400, 16, 18, 2000. And maybe from here we'll do 225, 2500, that's the same as here though. Let's keep doing that. There. And then I guess here we'll do, so here we're increasing by 200, then 250. Maybe here we'll do 300. What game? The game is called Gridle. It's my own incremental party management game where you manage a party to fight enemies for you. You make money to upgrade your party members, pretty much. And then eventually you rebirth and whatnot. There should be a link down in the stream description to the Steam page. You can check it out if you're interested. $200, $500, okay. And then we're up to 5k. So then on 5k we'll increase by 500 at each step. There, that should be enough. And then all that's left is the epic upgrade cost. 50, 150, 400. So let's start here at 750, I think. And we'll increase by... So here we're upping by 200, here we're upping by 500 immediately. What should we do here then? Should we do 250? Maybe. So 750, 1000. Oh, we should do more. Let's do 800 then, and we up by 400. We're up by 300. So 1100, 1400, 17, 2000, and then here we'll start upping by 400 maybe. 6, 4k. Then on 4k we'll start upping by 500. Here we'll start doing... Oh, oops. There. There we go. I think that's enough for now. Let's have a bunch of costs for all of the different rarities, pretty much. Common, uncommon, rare, epic, and legendary. So then, I think all we gotta do is we define a function here, public int get upgrade cost. We do integer level equals get level. And then we do a switch statement based on our rarity, right? And then all we do is case, if we are rarity common, we just return common upgrade costs of the level. Also, if the level is equals to 0, return -1. Or maybe math dot in 32 dot max, right? Max value, no. There, max value. In case we're level 0, meaning we haven't even unlocked this class, then we'll just return the maximum value of an integer. Because we shouldn't be able to upgrade the support class then, if we haven't even unlocked them. And also level, we'll have to do level -1. Because if we're level 1, we want to return the first element, which has index 0, obviously. There we go. Case rarity dot uncommon, then we return uncommon upgrade cost, level -1. Case rarity rare, return rare upgrade costs, level -1. Case rarity epic, we then return epic upgrade costs, level -1. And finally, rarity legendary, we do legendary upgrade cost, level -1. Okay. And then of course we have to have like a default fallback value, which will once again just do return integer max value. So that is the upgrade costs defined on all of our support classes. Now we have to add the actual logic for upgrading them, of course. So I think in our upgrades menu is where we want to add another button here. So if we add another one, have the text be something like support classes. That is too much text to fit in here. So let's change this to a text mesh pro text instead of a normal one. Let's make the line spacing be a bit smaller. I think that's good enough. Support classes. Let's give him another icon, of course. Let's see. I think you can just do a little slime guy, because this is going to be another support class that I add, definitely. So let's just do this guy. That makes him immediately stick out from the 4 main classes. Same as the cursor does, pretty much. Right, so what do we do here? We just call upgrade panel display class display, okay. Here. Disable all class displays. Okay, so this just holds different different panels or different subpanels pretty much. So all we really gotta do is add another, like one of these little empty panels pretty much. And do support class upgrades, we'll call it. And this already holds a bunch of slots, so that's great. Let's get rid of those for now. And we'll drag this panel into here, so it's included in the list, and then we'll just have to call the function with the index 5 instead of 4. So that already should display like an empty subpanel if we've done it right. Yes. Yeah, great. So this is the panel that will actually show all of our support classes pretty much. Great. So now do we want to instantiate these? Yes, right? I think we do. Like, we want to have a separate script for this. UI. Party, maybe. Let's make a separate one for upgrades. Like a separate folder. Upgrades. We'll drag in the upgrade slot and the upgrade panel. And we'll do support class upgrade slot, because we can't, I don't think we can generalize the upgrade slot enough. No, not upgrade panel, sorry, upgrade slot. Upgrade, no, that's too much of a hassle to be worth it. Let's close down some of these scripts for now. And let's also, while we're at it, create a support class upgrade panel. There. For starters, we'll give this a public game object, which is the slot prefab, and a transform for the holder, which is just a parent object that will hold all of these slots. So in our awake method, we'll do list support class, all support classes equals support class manager instance get all support classes. And then for each support class in this list, all support classes, we'll instantiate a slot prefab, which means we'll just create a slot under the holder. Take a reference to this. So we'll do temp slot. And temp slot dot get component, which means that we just fetch a script from this game object, which will be support class upgrade slot, which is the other script that we have here. We get that script and we call a method, let's call it set support class. And obviously we don't have that function, so it's giving us some errors. There. So in here, let's store a reference to the support class that this slot actually holds. There we go. We'll have an image, which is the icon. As well as a text mesh pro text, which is the label. And then here all we'll do is label.text equals support class.label, meaning we just set the text name to the support class name. And the icon we'll set to the support class.icon. Yeah, so it's a bunch of text I did, or a bunch of code I did quite rapidly, but when it comes to UI code, it's really boring and just a bunch of boilerplate stuff. So that's why I usually just blast through it. But let's see here. Minor upgrades. So let's copy one of these guys. Support class upgrade slot. We give it a reference to the icon. TMP, which of course is still just a normal boring text. There. And let's also add a function called upgrade. So we have something to tie the on-click event to in our button. There. So now we'll just make a prefab out of this. Prefabs UI, support class, upgrade slot. There we go. Here we'll do a support class grid panel, which takes a slot prefab and gives us a holder, which is just itself, apparently. Now, of course, we need a cast display as well. So we'll do cast display dot text equals support class dot get upgrade cast. To string. Date cast. I think we'll extract that to a separate method. Display cast, I think we'll call it. There. Oh, and of course now we have to give them a reference to the cast text as well. Oh, and a level text we want as well. So let's see here. Xmesh Pro text UI. There we go. Level plus support class. Can we do get level? No, that is it's a private function. Let's make it be public. There. So now we just add the references. We should also display the cast as well as the levels. With a bit of luck. Let's see. Upgrade, support classes. Nothing. Support class upgrade panel. So why? What if we do this in start instead? Oh, okay, that solved it, apparently. Great, so now we have the different costs here. The Necromancer has 1,000, the Goblin 100, and the Grinder 400. So that's, those are proper costs, I think. 100... 100? Huh? That's the wrong cost, right? Should be 50. Yeah. Why is it 100? Rarity common, common upgrade cost, level -1. Yeah. I've forgotten to save it or something. Common upgrade costs. That's weird. But the other ones are correct. Yeah. 1,400. That's super weird. Alright, we'll check that out later. So now we have the actual display of the slots done. We don't have any logic though, like nothing happens when we click them. So let's do that next. Also, while we're at it, let's change this money icon to XP. There. There we go. Alright. Upgrade. Support class. Oh, we don't have the support class manager open. Here. So we have the level up function somewhere. Okay, level unlock, level up here. So let's add an upgrade function. Let's make the level up private, I think. We might not even need this. Now that I think about it. So let's do upgrade, support class. We first check if support class dot prefab. If there is none, meaning this is just like a null support class, then we'll return. Can we remove the curly brackets here? Yeah, we can. Okay. So that's just a way to make sure we don't upgrade our like null support classes. Next, we want to check if get level of our support class less than or equal to 0, then we also return. Meaning we can't upgrade, we won't be able to upgrade non-unlocked support classes. Then we'll get the cost. Support class dot get cost. Get upgrade cost, I guess it is, yeah. And then we'll do if xp dot instance dot has amount of the cost. Then we'll actually upgrade it. So we'll do support class levels plus plus. We'll do xp.instance.remove cost. There. I think that's it. So now all we'll do here is support class manager instance upgrade support class, and then we update not only this slot, we want to update all of the slots actually. So where is our support class upgrade panel? Here. We'll have to store the slots like internally. Private list support class upgrade slot slots equals there. So we'll store this in the list. Temp slot, get component, support class, upgrade slot. There. And then we'll add a function. Public void update slots, which just loops through this list for each support class upgrade slot in our slots. Update slot. There. And then we should be able to, I think, do this, right? Temp slot get component button. We'll have to use the namespace unity.ui. On click add listener new delegate something like this, right? Update slots. I did this somewhere else. Let's see where I did that. Listener. A lot of scripts here. Visual settings. Delegate. Oh, no new. And semicolon after. There. So what this says is for all of our slots, on top of what we do internally when we click the slot, also call update slots on this panel. Right. So we do upgrade. I think that's it. Of course we want to display, we want to change the color of the slots based on if we can afford upgrading or not. So we'll make them red if we can't. Same as we do with the like the normal upgrades, these ones. Let's see. Yeah, I can upgrade it. And the cost is updating. So we have 10, 5, 8. Let's see if it's saved. 10, 5, 8. Yeah. So the saving is working properly. And the costs are also updated, yeah. That's great. That's perfect. So now we upgrade them. The upgrade logic is there. They are actually, like the effects are actually being applied. So a level 10 goblin actually gives its class more money than a level 1 goblin. Yeah, the levels are being saved and loaded. Let's see, let me just look through my checklist. Yeah. So now let's do some simple other stuff. Like, we'll add change the colors based on if we can afford it or not. Public sprite can afford sprite, no afford sprite. Do store the cost in the update slot, like so, because we'll use it in different places. So here we'll do the image.sprite. We'll set to xp instance.has amount. If we have the cost amount, then we'll set it to can afford sprite. Otherwise, no afford sprite. I think this is called like a ternary operator. It's like a very shorthand if-else statement. So you have the condition here, and then followed by question mark, and then if it's true, we return this. Otherwise, we return this. Right, so let's set those references. Go, can afford sprite will be the fill green, and the no afford sprite will be the fill red. And now we gotta spend enough that we actually can't afford upgrading one of them. I don't think we'll reach that far. Nope. Oh, also I just realized they're stretched. That's no good. There. No, there's only one. What? Oh, right. Right, we exited the range of these. So I guess we'll have to do level equals math dot minimum of the level and the common upgrade cost dot count. That's one. This is just to make sure that we don't go out of range of these lists. Why is this not possible? Oh, it's length because it's an array. I think it will be like this, right? Yeah. There we go. That should, oh, I just opened anchor make. I'm so sorry. Hold on. There we go. It wasn't anchor make open, it was like CapCut. I keep randomly or accidentally opening some programs at the bottom of my taskbar. Alright. So that should solve the out of range exception. Let's see. Nope, it didn't. Alright, it shouldn't be +1. Should it? Should be just the length. Because if we have a length of 5, then 4 will be the last index, yeah. There we go. So then we can like infinitely upgrade if we so want, if we don't define any max levels, we can like infinitely upgrade on the final cost. And yeah, now we ran out of, we can't afford it anymore. They're not being updated though. Like when we can afford them. Could it be that we're doing that in update? Let's see. Upgrades, upgrade slot. Money updated. Ah, oh, we have this. That's good. So let's do the same here then. On disable, on enable, right? Let's add somewhat the same logic here, right? But we will have it be XP updated. XP updated. Update slots. Upgrade handler instance. Okay, so we'll use that. There. So now it should actually, like whenever we can instantly afford an upgrade, it will turn it green. Pretty much. So let's see. Yeah, it did it. That's great. All right, so let's make this actually display some information. It's the same way that these upgrade slots kind of display. If you see at the bottom, like down here, you see that it's actually displaying some information for each upgrade. And of course, we want to do that for the support class upgrades. Why are they still stretched? Why is that? Did I not fix it? Oh, I changed this one. Oops. That's no good. There. Now it shouldn't be stretched anymore. Yeah, perfect. While we're at it, let's also play some sounds and whatnot. Game sound player, bot upgrade. So let's do the same. Here. So we have these I pointer, enter, and exit handlers. That's the way we actually display info. So let's add these little on pointer, enter, and exit functions. Oops. There. And so we just do info panel instance display info. Right. I guess we'll just do support class dot get upgrade info. We'll just create a method. Public string get upgrade info. And for now, let's just return makes the class better, just to make sure it works. And there was some let's see, we did have places that we called this, right? In the upgrade, yeah, just whenever we upgrade it, yeah, we'd like call it again. Yeah, so now it's displaying at the bottom here whenever I hover over the upgrade slots. Great. Another question is, how do we want to actually display this? We have the multipliers. So let's see, we'll do string upgrade info. We'll just have it be an empty string for now. We'll return that. And I think, honestly, we'll just have to do a bunch of if statements. Like, obviously, we just want to display the relevant multipliers, right? So a support class that doesn't boost your max health, we don't want to display any of that. Like, we don't want to say, oh, this one gives you 1x max health plus 0 times additional when you upgrade it. Like, obviously, that doesn't make sense. So we only want to display it if it actually affects the multiplier. So like for the goblin, all we want to display is, oh, right now he's giving you this much money multiplier, and when you upgrade him, he will give you this much additional. So I think we will just do a couple of if statements. So we'll do if initial multipliers dot armor. Like, we want to check if it's not one and it's a float, so it'll be because it can both be more than 1 and less than 1, because we can have some like bad multipliers as well. Coward, how's it going? Let's see. You need to check if, I mean, obviously I know ways to do it, but I want to check the best or easiest, cleanest way to do it. Check if float is not 1. Like, there's a certain precision we want to compare it with. This should be like a float compare function, I think. Unity float compare. Like, C# has to have it. Here. Math.approximately. Compares two floating point values and returns true if they are similar. This can make float unit equal, potentially inaccurate. Yeah. they're within a small value of each other. Okay, so that's the way we'll do it. Can I get some context? Right. I'm not sure how much you know about this project. I'm assuming nothing. This is it's called Gridle. It's an incremental idle game where you manage a party to grind enemies for you. Let me actually turn it on to play while I'm talking about it. So this is kind of the core concept of the game, where you manage your party, you upgrade them, you reassign party members. And right now I'm working on support classes, which you'll be able to assign next to your main classes. Let's actually hide the miners, because they're making too much money here. So right now I'm working on support classes that you'll be able to assign next to one party member in your party, pretty much. And they'll give them, some of them will give them like a passive boost, like maybe a health boost or a damage boost or whatnot. And some, like this necromancer, will give active boost. For example, the necromancer here will have a chance to revive your party member. So what I'm doing right now is just I've got the upgrade functionality working for the party classes, and now I want to actually display some upgrade information down here, like when you hover over this, to display obviously what you actually upgrade, pretty much. Is what I'm trying to do now. And so I was checking if there is a way to compare floats in some like accurate way, and apparently there is. So there's a math dot approximately. So we'll check if initial multipliers dot armor, if, so I guess we'll do if it's not approximately there, then I guess this support class affects armor in some way. So then what we'll do is, what? We'll do float initial. Ay. Upgrading for plus equals armor mult. Get armor multiplier. And we'll do plus some multipliers. No. What's the other one called? Changes in multipliers. Dot armor, I guess. So let's do this with the money mult for now, because that one the goblin actually affects. Money mult. Get money multiplier. Something like this, I guess. And then of course let's add a line break after it. And let's see how that looks. How we want to reformat it. Support classes. The grinder is still empty, necromancer is empty, and then we have the goblin, which tells us money mult 5.5 currently and plus 0.1. And it goes up when we upgrade it. Yeah. Maybe we'll add like an X. Would look good. And then also let's do how do you I want to format it to have decimals, of course, if they're necessary. So let's see. We have I'm curious why you wouldn't just do a comparison like armor, or armor equals 0. It's about it not being... Yes, that is exactly why. Because 1 in float, it's not always guaranteed to be equals to 1. Let me show you real quick. I think I can demonstrate it really quick here. Let's say we do in our wake method here. Let's do debug.log 1.0f divided by 1.0f. Or sorry, 100. 100 divided by 100. Obviously, this should give us 1. But it's not always accurate, because computers can't always accurately represent floats in a proper way. So let's see. Oh, of course we got 1 now. But yeah, it could have just as equally given us like 0.9999987 or something like that. So that's why when it floats, you can't always compare it like that. Which is why I did this new function that I learned about, math approximately, which just checks if it is close enough, and that kind of eliminates all the floating point errors, precision errors. If it would be an integer, then yeah, if it was an integer, it would be fine, but the floats, you can't really trust them. Right, so how did we... Let's check in our get description here. So we have these, right? F2. But this always... I think this always makes it a float, right? Where else did I do this? There was somewhere else I did this stuff. Am I sure it wasn't here? No, because these, like, F0, that forces it to be 0 decimals. I want it to be... I want it to be only, like, optionally. Unity to string optional decimals. Let's see. Okay, so it's like that. Aleko33, how's it going? Welcome. Alright, so support class upgrade slot here. No, wait, support class here. So this is where we want to do toString, and then it was apparently like this. 0. Hashtag. Love your game, by the way. Oh, thank you. Are you talking about this one, Gridle? Changes in multiplier dot money dot toString. There we go. And yeah, let's see how that looks. Hopefully it didn't break anything. Money mult 6x plus 0.1. Yeah, looks fine. Gridle, yeah, I'm glad you like it. Hopefully this will be available soon enough on Steam, like the full game. I'm planning on, I think I'm participating in the next Steam Next Fest. I think that's around October or something. And then the release should be in, hopefully in December, start of December. I think that's when I have the planned release date. So in a couple of months, this should be fully available to play on Steam. Right. So that is one of these little guys done. We have other multipliers to do, of course. So we did money. Let's do health. Nice, that's right around the corner. Yeah, it is. I mean, it's a couple of months away, but usually with game releases, I've noticed when I'm working on stuff like this, it goes much faster than I usually anticipate. Armor. Then we have the damage multiplier. And then finally, the XP multiplier. There we go. So they should all show up for both the Goblin and the Grinder. The Necromancer doesn't give any passive boost. So his shouldn't show up anything. No. Money Mult, Damage Mult 1x plus 0.05. Right, why is this guy not... Oh, we're calling the... Yeah, we're calling get money multiplier on all of these. Get health multiplier. Get armor multiplier. Get damage multiplier, and then get XP multiplier. There. There we go. So I was displaying. Let me actually play this maximize so it's more legible. There. So we can see at the bottom, damage mult 2.6 times plus 0.05, and XP mult 4.2 times plus 0.1. Now this guy's going absolutely ham because he's the only party member. That's great. So now we have the upgrades pretty much done here. Right, let me check my checklist for this now. Add support class controller is the next step. So that is pretty much the support class controller will be like a script that we have on the actual support classes, like the ones that are in game, pretty much. Most of them we won't even bother, like we won't care about. For example, the Goblin, he won't really have a controller, if that makes sense. He's just standing here, gives us a passive money buff. But the Necromancer, for example, obviously his only value is the actual controller script that he will have. So for him, for example, he will, as I mentioned earlier, he will have a chance to revive your party member when they die. I already prepared like an abstract controller. Let me see. Support classes, support class controller. Let's shut these down for now. Does the minor skill hard strike still remove gold instead of adding? I didn't have time to check that bug on the web version. I'm not sure. Let me check. Skill minor hard strike. Strike the ground with a massive blow, extracting up to current gold plus 100x level scale, yada yada. Argument 100, argument increase 25, cooldown. Let's check it, because that's super weird. Minor.hard strike, let's see. Gold equals random between min and max. Added gold is, yeah, level scale. Gold equals gold plus added gold. At level scale. No, that is 0, so that shouldn't be a problem. If additional minors larger than 0, and minor stack larger than 0, gold plus equals. So that's just a minor scale thingy. I'm not sure what would cause this to be 0. I mean, let's test it. Let's go back a couple of levels. Maybe to here. There we have an archer still. So let's see, minor 24, level 24 on the hard strike thingy. Let's see, 2 trillion gold. The problem is that they, okay, but they won't do it. These are being auto cast as well. So Let's remove that. Okay. Can you stop killing my guys, please? We have to get, the problem is we have to go forward a bit. Let's just, you know what? Let me cheat a little bit here. Let me set the party enemy damage multiplier to 0, so they won't even deal any damage. There we go. What? He's still doing it. Enemy damage multiplier. Let's up our party health multiplier then, I guess. There we go. Right. So we're getting money now. We have the heart strike. Let's see. 50 bill. We use the heart strike. Well, that gave us a ton of money. I wonder what could cause it to remove gold. Are you really, like, do you have a lot of progress? That could be the reason, now that I think about it. Depending on how far you've gotten, it might be that you've gotten so far that you're getting so much money that it reaches the limit of the actual value that the variable can hold, and then it ticks over to the negative. That could be a reason. Because I was dumb enough to use integers for everything. I should have used like longs or doubles, which can hold much, much greater numbers. I've upgraded it to 1 bill. What is the integer max value? I think it is around something in the billions, right? Let's see. Yeah, it is. Yeah, that might be the problem. The maximum... Is that true? The maximum value of an integer is around 2 billion. So that might be the reason, actually. That is such a large value that it ticks over to the negative. So yeah, I am going to need to replace a lot of integer data types to like doubles or something. Short bros, it's over. Short is even worse, right? Short max value. Yeah, that's 32,000. That's even worse. Thanks that I'm not using that though. Byte bros, yeah. Let's use a single byte to hold all the values. Alright. So what did the controller, right? So we have our controller minus skill. Support class controller. So this actually is this script on the actual like class game object. Set placement. Yeah. We'll need to, I think we'll need to create a separate script for all of the support classes that actually does something special. Minus rebirth cost is 1.25 trillion. That is that is a lot. Do you mean 1.25 trillion for goal increase? Oh, like the rebirth upgrade. It's the next one you have. Does it go that far? Ah, yeah. So you're here. Financial supremacy. The highest one is 50 quadrillion. I mean, in the end game, it is just the XP and the money increases that you can upgrade. I kind of want to add some more, like, very late game knowledge upgrades, but what is your favorite data type, primitive or not? I mean, doubles they're pretty good. I really like them. I mean, yeah, they're the biggest ones of the like common ones. I use doubles a lot for incremental games, obviously, because you want to have very large numbers. So I probably overused them, except in this case where I apparently overused integers for some reason when I shouldn't have. Plus speed would be nice. Yes. I actually have that added already. There's a fast forward knowledge that's coming in the Steam release. This one. Time warping. There's 4 different levels, so you have 2x, 3x, 4x, and 5x. Which just allows you to hold space to fast forward the game. So yes, that is coming. I'm assuming that's what you meant with plus speed. So just a game speed. Character support classes. So let's do Necromancer controller. Oh. Ready? My cat's talking to me. I don't know if you guys can hear it. Ready? He just started yapping out of nowhere. And he started scratching the couch, of course. Little menace. Alright, so Necromancer controller. How long have you been working on this game? I honestly can't remember when I started this. Like, I think about a year ago I started working on it a little bit, and then I stopped for a while. Then I picked it back up for like a month, and then I released it initially on the web, on Crazy Games. And then I let it sit there for a while, gather up some players and whatnot. And then right around when I started streaming, I started actually doing serious work for the full Steam release. So if we're talking like full time, probably 2 to 3 months, I would say. No, more. 4 months. Did you do all the art? No, actually. I really suck at pixel art. So the art I've used the assets. I usually just do like the code and the game design and whatnot. Right, so Necromancer controller. We'll have to set placement. Let's do this be a virtual one. And then somehow we have to connect this controller to the class controller. Right? The class controller is the controller script for the class objects, obviously. Character health. Maybe, no, that one is the one we actually want to connect to here. Because that one is the one that calls the die method and whatnot. Right. So let's do a subscribable event here. Public delegate void void changed handler, and then we'll do public void changed handler on death. On death, obviously, we'll call in our die method. There we go. And so in our Necromancer controller, I think we'll override this method, set placement. Public void set placement. We'll do base dot set placement. And then we'll do controller equals party holder get let's see what. For some reason my IDE breaks sometimes where I can't like get good intelligence. So I have to look it up now. Party holder. There should be a function to get the assigned party member, right? Get member position, no. Get party slot, no. Get party members, no. Here, no. Get member position, that's not what we want. Get member in front, no. Do we not have that? Apparently not. So let's just public controller get member at position. Return party members I. Does that hold? That's a character health. So I guess let's return that then. There. We do character health equals party holder instance dot get member at position placement. Let's see if we get any compile errors here. Nope. Actually, let me restart my ID so I can get the IntelliSense working. See if it works now. Yeah, there we go. Okay, we'll have to add a new keyword. We don't get that warning. Okay. Does override work as well, maybe? Oh, it does. Okay. Great. Right, so the character health. We'll have to do character health dot on death plus equals party member died. There we go. Oh, there. Party member died, right. Do we maybe just have to reassign it? Do you know what you're going to price the game? I don't have a price set, but it will probably be between $5 and $10 is what the range I have in mind is. Okay, so we have reassign party. I guess let's do a public void reassign party member at a specific placement. We'll do, of course, a boolean. Wait, assign party member. There. Switch level. If assigned member. There we go. Party member. Yeah, I think that's it. But if we now do party holder instance dot reassign party member placement and false. So the switch level means should we respawn the enemies or not. And obviously, the whole point of the Necromancer is that he revives them without switching, or without respawning the enemy. So it pass falls to that function. So now let's change up the prefab a little bit. The Necromancer should no longer have the support class controller. He should have the Necromancer controller. There. Now that might work, actually, if we're lucky. Oh, of course we have to fix the silly multipliers. Let's see. Okay, let's just restart the game. He didn't do it. Why? Oh, maybe you also want to subscribe to this, the on-party changed. Yeah. Public void party changed. Because if you switch up the class mid-game, then the Necromancer is still going to be looking at the old class help. Like if we have a knight and we switch to an archer, the Necromancer is still going to look at that knight's health and checking when he dies. And that knight is gone, like it's void. So of course we want to subscribe to make sure that every time we change up the party, we subscribe to the new party help, pretty much. Let's see. Character health equals the party members of index placement. That's what will be. There. I think that's it, right? Yeah. Oh, and of course we have to subscribe to it. So in our awake method, we'll do party holder instance dot on party changed plus equals party changed. And of course in our on destroy method, we have to unsubscribe to it as well. There. Now let's see. Yeah, he did it. He revived him. Of course, there's no effect. There's no visuals to indicate that he did it. But as you can see, he doesn't die. He just instantly respawns. That is great. What if we replace it with an archer now? Yeah. And what about the miner? Actually, let's hide all of our class members except for one. So what if we do... We'll do the archer then. Oh, he's too good. Let's do a mage. Let's see. Why is he dealing no damage? Oh, because he just sucks. Okay. But yeah, right. He's getting revived. And now we switch up the necromancer. Okay, there we go. That's weird. Like, if I destroy it, he shouldn't... Right, let's do a private character, because we don't unsubscribe to it. Current member. Actually, I think this is something that we want to have. Want to have this in our support class controller. Like, we always want to have a reference to what party member are we assigned to, not only the placement. So let's extract like all of this. Into here. Set placement. Okay, now we're overriding it. That's not what we want, of course. Party member died. We don't care about this, right? No. Party changed. There. I will have to make both of these virtual, right? So placement and the party changed. Yeah. So now all we'll do here is we'll do these little override methods. So the public override set placement. We'll do base set placement, of course. Same with this. Base dot party changed. Party members. And then we'll do because these functions already update the current member, right? Then all we'll do is actually, let's make this a private method. We'll do sub to current member death. So current member dot plus equals current member dot on death plus equals party member died. And let's do a unsub to current member death, which is almost the same, but we unsubscribe to it instead. And that unsubscribe will call in our onDestroy method. I think now we're overriding something, right? Yeah, we are. Let's do protected void. Void awake. Protected. Override. Base on destroy. And we'll do unsub to current member death. There. So that should solve the problem with, of course we did some code refactoring, but also that should solve the problem with the party members being revived even though we removed the necromancer. So let's see, he should die now. Yeah. We assign a necromancer, then he should always get revived. Excuse you. But sorry? Now it broke. We have the sub to current member death. We forgot to call that. Right. like the most important part. That's the only way we obviously get a callback when they die, so we can do stuff. Okay, let's see. Right, so he didn't die, or he did die, but he respawned instantly. They do not get reassigned, right? It's hard to tell because he's dealing so little damage. Yeah, they don't get healed. Let's up his damage a bit. Yeah. And then if we remove the Necromancer, then he shouldn't revive even once after. Yeah, there we go. And what about now, when he gets respawned? Still nothing. Perfect. Then we can give him back his little Necromancer. Great. So that is pretty much all of the stuff I wanted to do today done. I guess the next step will be for us to add a bunch of new support classes. But I think that's a fitting theme for Friday's stream. Let's think about this. I think we did do everything, right? Like we have the support classes. We can now upgrade them. We display what we actually upgrade. The Necromancer, of course, we want to add to his stuff. Yeah. So I guess that is the next thing that we want to do. Like we want to actually have some stats to upgrade on Necromancer. Because right now there's nothing. Yeah, right. So let's do that. Let me just run to the bathroom real quick. And I'll be back in like 2 minutes. So I'll leave my party grinding through the levels while I'm gone. But yeah, I'll be back in like 2 minutes. Alright, so let's finish up the necromancer description, pretty much. And of course the actual upgradable stat, because right now you can't upgrade him, of course, but it doesn't do anything. Let's see, where is our little support class script? No, not data persistence. What am I doing? Scriptable objects. Support class here. So we have this multipliers struct. Now what else? Like, I was thinking of just doing or not multiplies, we want to have it separate. So either we do, like, inside of the support class, we'll do like a public float, additional argument. Ay. That feels bad. That feels real. But like, if we do this additional argument and then additional argument increase, like, this would allow us to have like an arbitrary value for our support classes, if that makes sense. So then we can use this to, for example, have it on a necromancer controller. And there we could and there we could use that to be like the chance of reviving a party class. But then it's almost like having a magic value, which is kind of bad coding practice. I don't know if that makes sense, what I'm talking about. Because there will be additional support classes that don't just have these multipliers, pretty much. Like, they have some other thingies. So either we do it like this, we do additional argument, or we have to create a separate class for each one of these bonus classes. But I think this might be the way to go for now, like the additional argument. Let's get it working first and see. So then we'll do public float, get additional argument, and then we just do all of this, the same stuff. Level, but we do additional argument plus additional argument increase times the levels -1. And then then we kind of want to have this little, let's see, public string additional argument description, I guess, because this is what we'll use to actually add to the upgrade info, I guess. Then so we do if math dot approximately additional argument. If it is not approximately 0, then we actually use it for something. Now let's do upgrade info plus equals additional argument description plus get additional argument. And we do this little toString thingy plus Like that, I think. Let's see now. Database, classes, support classes, necromancer. So here we'll do, like, say we do 0.05. So there's a 5% chance to revive. And we do 0.01. So it increases by 1% for each level. And then here we'll do chance to revive party member. Something like that, I guess. And then in our necromancer controller, we'll have to do support class dot get additional argument float revive chance equals the additional argument. If random dot range between 0 and 1, if it is less than the revive chance, then we revive. There. That should be it. Let's see. Go into upgrades. Chance to revive party member 0.27. And it goes up. None of the other ones display anything. And then let's actually assign him then. Let's see. Actually, let's assign like a mage here. Let's see how this works. So there he got revived. Revived again. Died. Okay. Revived. Revived. Died. Is it? It's a 30% chance. Revived, okay. Revived. It feels a bit high to be 30% chance. Get additional argument. Let's check. Comparing revive roll to revive chance. Let's see. Okay, so he is... He's always being revived for some reason. If revive roll less than revive chance. Comparing... '81, '87... Because let's not play maximize then. Oh wait, what? Doing a ton of comparisons at once. Why is that? Like we're calling it several times. Could it be that we're subscribing to it several times? Okay, so let's try calling like the unsubscribe as soon as we revive the party member. Or let's call it before. Because that way we should never do it twice or more than once. Let's see. What? Why is it being called 5 times? 20, 25, 30. That is crazy. I guess we'll call it here. We could do that as well. Because when they die, no matter what, they're going to disappear. What? Now... I don't get it. Why is that happening? 6 times? Why is it being called so many times? What? No damage taken. And OBS just crashed again. I really don't get why that's happening either. It's crashed twice in a row now. I'm really sorry about that. But honestly, I was just about wrapping up. Anyways, the bug there that happened, that it's like this callback is being called several times. I'll probably have to look at this offline because it might take some time to figure out, and it won't be super enjoyable to just watch me debug it. I don't think. But yeah, I think I'll wrap up here then. So if you've enjoyed watching the stream, make sure to wishlist Gridle. It should now be in both the YouTube and the Twitch description, like a link to the game. I think I managed to add it to Twitch as well, like a little button. So make sure to wishlist the game, and I'll see y'all on Friday next time, which is when I'll do the next Gamedev stream. And then on Friday, I think we'll start adding some additional support classes. Hopefully we get a few more to help our party to grind. Alright, but once again, thanks a lot for watching, and yeah, hopefully I'll see some of y'all on Friday.